miss out everything that is happening on the other side. That's why I also say that when we decide to do the river cruise, it's actually a 360 view degrees vacation. And of course, the best place to see it, it's of course on the sun deck. So you'll really have a full view. And if the weather is a little bit cooler or it's a rainy day, you can still spend time into the lounge where you're gonna still have a nice view on the both side of the river. Of course, we said that when we river cruise, we are going to bring you into the heart of the destination. You will be walking distance for all the main cities, so it's really great. Very, flexible to go back and forth to the ship. And one of the best thing is you only unpack once. So, you're very comfortable in your cabin, and you don't have to pack and unpack during the week. So let's start with the first room category, which is the standard stateroom. So it's 160 square feet and has a side-to-side window. But we also call these rooms the Swan's View. Why we do call them the Swan's View? Because the line of the water comes all the way here. You'll be able to see the swans floating on the river while we're actually sailing. So it's still of course, the window doesn't open, but you still see outside. Of course, the most popular cabins are the deluxe room or the panoramic balcony suite, and they are between 200 and 225 square feet. One of the great things about these type of cabin is your balcony is actually inside your cabin. So instead of being an outside balcony, it's inside your cabin, and it doesn't take away the space like if you would close the door and your balcony would be outside. So it's a really nice, so you still kind of be able to enjoy the full space of your cabin. And of course, they do have these amazing scenic sun lounge, which, with just the touch with the button, you'll be able to either pull up your window or pull it down. Of course, if it's a beautiful day outside, you can sit down on your balcony, leave the window down, and you will feel like you're really sitting on your outside balcony still. If you are looking for some bigger space, we do have the Royal Balcony Suite. So you will have your living room area, your spacious bathroom. But if you really want to treat yourself, you can also choose the Royal Panorama Suite, 325 square feet. Again, these one, we only have 2 of them on the ship. They are usually located in the back, and you see you have 2 beautiful windows where it gives you one of this amazing view while we're actually sailing. So on some of our ship, we also have some pool on the sun deck. So it's really great if you are sailing during summertime. The pool will be a little bit cooler, of course, to keep it fresh if you wanted to refresh yourself. But if you're sailing in October, we are gonna heat the pool, so it's really nice as well. You can feel like you can use the pool a little bit as a jacuzzi. There's also something we just add on some of our ship, and it's the salt room. So this is a really great feature, and because we know that you are coming from very far. Some of you might fly 10 hours, 15 hours, we never know. And when you arrive to the ship, you are very tired. So we have these salt therapy lounge on few selected ship where it's a place really to relax. So we are giving 45-minute session that you can use anytime, as many time you want as well when we are sailing. But they have few chairs, and it's a really nice place where you can use to just relax, especially the first day or the second day you arrive on board. You want to recover a little bit of the jet lag, so make sure you can use the salt therapy lounge. Of course, you're going to see through this presentation that me and Laura are going to talk to you all about the inclusions of scenic. And we are fully included. So the moment you are arriving to the airport, all the way to the end of your cruise, everything will be included, like tipping. We have tipping, laundry, butler, everything that Laura's gonna tell you in a little bit more detail will be included. So you're never gonna have to put your hand into your pocket ever during your stay. And most of the clients leave the ship with like a zero balance on their invoice. I'm sure we have a lot of ocean cruiser in the room. Do we have? How many ocean cruiser? How many of these ocean cruiser left the ship with a zero balance on their invoice? Not too many. So I can guarantee that when you sail with Scenic, that's the experience that you're gonna get. The only place you can actually spend your money, it's either at the wellness center or also at the hair salon, or if you wanted to get a manicure or a pedicure. But beside that, of course, you're gonna leave the ship with a zero balance. We always have very good intention, when we go on vacation and we'll say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do some exercise, I'm gonna use the gym. Of course, we don't see too many people using the gym as you see, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you look for quiet place on the ship, please do use the gym. It's the most quiet place you'll have on board. The gym is there, so if you want to stay active, it's open 24 hours. You can use it anytime you want. Also, we have this new trend of the yoga. So we have decided to add, if you're sailing on the Main, the Rhine, and the Danube, we decide to add some yoga class. So we are having a yoga teacher on the sailing, so you can enjoy like a yoga class maybe early in the morning. If the weather is nice, we'll do the yoga class, of course, on the sun deck. And we have our popular bicycle on board. Each ship has about 25 bicycles on board, and these bicycles are very special for our guests. I'm just telling you, we're fully all-inclusive. We are including the effort you're gonna put into the bike, their electric bike, so you don't need to make any effort. Every day we're gonna put the e-bike outside, so you'll be able to take the electric bike anytime you want. We are gonna provide you with the helmet, with the lock. If you decide to really make any effort in it, there's also a switch that either you can use it manually or you can use it as electric. But for example, when you are in Bordeaux or Amsterdam, you want to use the bicycle, it's really nice, take the bike. If you decide to stop on one of the terraces, you can just lock the bike on the side and enjoy a nice coffee and spend some time in the city.
Okay, so I'm going to take you through some of course, the amazing inclusions that we have on board the ship. A little bit of feedback. I don't know if you have to turn it down just a little bit. Sure. Sorry. So of course, as Carolyn mentioned, we are fully inclusive. So again, your transfers are included. All of your gratuities are included, which is nice, not only on the ship, but when you're off as well. So we'll go through some of the things that are included here. We have, of course, all of your meals taken care of for you. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. We do have buffet options typically for breakfast and lunch, as well as a la carte options to choose from. Of course, we include great tours when you're off the ship that we're going to go through further on into the presentation. But you can go have your breakfast, go off, explore. We have you back in time for lunch. Come back, maybe go off, explore off the ship again, and then you have a lovely a la carte option for dinner in the evening. We also have some specialty options for you for dinner. So again, no additional charge. You'll just make a reservation for those. All your cocktails, not just beer and wine for lunch and dinner, but if you want to have a cocktail in the evening or when you come back to the ship after touring, all your specialty coffees, all your complimentary bottled water in your cabin, as well as to take off the ship. So really everything is all taken care of for you. One of my favorite places on the ships as well is our River Cafe. So maybe you like to get up early in the morning and you don't, maybe the main restaurant hasn't quite opened yet. You can head here, you can have a nice early riser breakfast, grab a nice cappuccino or a latte. What also is really nice is that when you were taking one of our e-bikes out, maybe you want to take the e-bike out to explore, you can head here and they'll actually pack a picnic lunch for you, so you can actually enjoy that off the ship. And one of the best things we have is our butler service. So if you're like me and I need to have coffee before I can do anything else in the morning, anybody else like that? So you can actually call up your butler and he will bring you that lovely cappuccino to your cabin and you can enjoy it out on your balcony. So it's really, really nice. When you get into some of our higher, even like in the evening, you're getting ready for dinner, you want to have a cocktail out on your balcony, you can do so. So they're there to basically assist you with things that you need. When you get into some of the higher room categories, they'll even draw your bath for you. So pretty nice. Laundry. So when we're traveling to Europe, a lot of times, if you're like me, are there any shoppers in the room? Any shoppers? I like to save more room in my luggage so that I have space to bring things home with me. So on board the ships, we actually offer laundry service. So you'll get a bag of laundry actually serviced for you each week that you're sailing with us. So it's really nice to be able to have some items refreshed. It was funny, we're spending 2 nights here in Ottawa tonight, and I was so excited. We're right in the middle of a 21-day stretch, and I got to do some laundry last night. I don't think I've ever been so excited to do laundry ever in my life, but it does make a difference to be able to have some items refreshed for you. So we do have our infotainment systems as well in our cabins. So here you have your TV, first-run movies. It also, on board our ships, we do have complimentary Wi-Fi access. So if you have your iPad, you can stay connected. But our infotainment sessions will actually have a keyboard that you can connect to it, and you can send emails and things like that home. You can also check your balance of your bill, which of course for most of our guests is 0. Again, there's mini fridges in our cabins as well, so your mini bar is restocked daily. That's complimentary for you. If you like a particular beer or wine or something that you want in your cabin, or soft drinks, they will restock it for you as you request. On board, we do have entertainment as well. So we have our beautiful panorama lounges. Caroline mentioned, of course, the sun deck is a great place to explore things, but also the panorama lounge is really almost the heart of the ship. So you'll have your port talks there. We have entertainment on board, obviously on a smaller scale than what we'll have in ocean cruising. But there is a piano player, singer on board. We'll bring on guest entertainers from the areas you're traveling through, so whether it be a polka band or maybe a French singer, or maybe we'll do a wine tasting on board, but all things geared to the areas you're traveling through. We also, of course, include all of your experiences off the ship. So one of the things that I love is we offer, when you're off the ship, you'll receive what's called our tailor-made device. And this is unique to us at Scenic. So it is in your cabin, you'll have it charged up. You use your earphones, and you can hear everything that the local guides have to say. Have anybody taken a tour with the whisper devices? They're fantastic. And what also I love, as I said, I like to shop. They have quite a long range, so you can actually go in and do all your shopping while you still hear the tour. So it's pretty cool. You can take those e-bikes out, and there's actually a GPS tracking device on board, or on the device. So if you're off exploring with one of the e-bikes, or you just kind of take off on your own, you can actually press a button and it will bring you right back to the ship. So it's pretty neat. All of the different places you're traveling to have preloaded tours. So again, if maybe you don't want to be with a group that day, you want to do something more independently, you can take that device and explore a little bit on your own. And when you're sailing along the river, you can also use this device. So we don't have any announcements on board the ship. It's a very quiet, we don't do announcements in many languages or things. It's more about a relaxed atmosphere on board. But if you're sailing along, maybe when you're sailing along the Rhine Gorge and you're up on the sun deck and you're taking in all those beautiful sights, you can actually follow along with the device, and it will tell you what you're seeing as you travel along the river. So it's really quite nice, and it's really something that you'll be taking advantage of a lot during your cruise. So in each place that we travel, and when you're reading through the brochure and you're looking at the itineraries, you'll see that we do have included tours in every place that we visit. We also do something called our Scenic Free Choice experiences. So these are different activities that you can select on based on what your interest is. So I'm actually doing one of our Danube itineraries this summer, and in Nuremberg, we have the option that day to either do more of a traditional city tour of Nuremberg. There's one that's geared more to World War II. And then there's also one, if anybody likes to bake, you can get to go and learn how to make the German gingerbread and actually bake some gingerbread. So these are all included tours, and they're part of the free choice.
Scenic has handpicked the best activities Europe has to offer and has included them in our Scenic Free Choice selection.